Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my YouTube channel, it's Thalia. My name is Thalia. Nice to meet you all. Today, today's video I am going to be explaining a couple stuff. So basically, I want to start by saying that I didn't deactivate my social medias, but I deleted the social media apps from my phone. So I had Twitter, had Snapchat, I had Facebook, and I had Instagram. The reason why I did that was because I just felt like it was just so toxic. Like it was taking all my day because literally if I wasn't working, if I didn't have no errands to do, I would literally sit in my bed all day on social media. I would go from Facebook to Instagram to Snapchat to Twitter to Facebook to Instagram to Snapchat to Twitter, back and forth all day if I had nothing to do. And I'm young. I'm 21. I'll soon be 22. There's so much out there to do, and no, I'm not talking about drinking. I'm not talking about going out clubbing. I'm not talking about any of that. Before I got so into social media, I used to go to the library. I used to I don't know, I used to read a lot. And I kind of want to go back to that because once I started like being on social media all day, I stopped doing like I completely stopped doing that. I'm going to show you guys books. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm back. These are books I have. These are reading books I have. So I have this like poetry book, Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Is this book. I have this book I bought on Amazon. It's called Girl, Love, Sex, Romance, and Being You. I started reading this book and I only got to page 16 or 17. I don't know. Is this how it looks? I bought this book in Barnes and Nobles, which I'm probably saying that wrong, but it says it's called Love Looks Pretty on You, poetry and prose, Langleaf, and the back. I chose this book because I like what the back said. It says, "Don't stay where you are needed. Go where you are loved." Hits home. This is the book. Never read it. I don't remember. I don't know if I bought this in a 99-cent store. I don't in Family Dollar. I don't know where I got this book from. I bring this book home from New York. It's called The Complete Novel Because You Are Mine, Beth Carey. I actually have read this book before. I've read this book like twice. It's a really good book. At least I like it. I bought this book at Barnes and Nobles. It's called We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. And I don't know why I bought this book, but I really want to read this book. I haven't read this book, so I have to read this book. And this book, I bought this book in, man, I forget the name of that store. Well, I went with my sister to this one store. They sell books and they sell different type of stuff. And I saw this book and I wanted it and I ended up buying it. It's called All the Reasons to Fall in Love Are Right There, in Your Room by Jordana Freiberg. And I bought this book. It was $2. I bought this book because I thought it was very interesting when I read the back. It says, when their families randomly switch houses for the summer, retro chick LA fashionista Molly Hill and laid back granola boy Charlie Richards find themselves living in totally unfamiliar rooms for 2 long hot months. Soon they become entwined in each other's secrets, relationships, and dreams. Day by day they grow closer, even though they're living 1,000 miles apart and have never met face to face. Can perfect strangers be perfect for each other? Will Molly and Charlie make it through a summer of seductions, misconnections, and the 1,000 miles between them? To find out. I never read this book. It sounds so interesting, at least to me. This is what it looks like. I have to read this book. Now, I have 3 other books, but these books are not like reading books. These books are like questionable books, and yeah, I like books like this. So the first book I have here is 3,000 Questions About Me. This is what it looks like. Yeah, and I don't think I've used this book. Let me see. Maybe in the beginning if I did. No, I haven't used this book at all. I haven't wrote on it at all. Which I have to use this book. I love books like this. Then I have this other book. It says, just write one thing a day. 365 creative prompts to inspire you every day. Let's see, have I wrote in this book? Probably not. Because I don't think I've written this book. Like, I got a feeling like I have, but then at the same time, I don't think I have. At all. Nope. I haven't used this book either. And then I have this book. It says, The Story of My Life. If a story is in you, it has to come out. That's the name of it. And I've used this book twice, I think. Today was, I think, the second time I used it. So I'm going to tell you guys what I did. The question for today was, what sport/sports interested you? And how did you participate? If not, talk about another pastime. So the sport I chose was basketball. I love basketball. I said, basketball has always interested me. I never played it because I was short, chubby, and was terrible in defense. When I was a senior in high school, I needed some sort of credit, but the things that were available wasn't of my interest. There was this guy that worked in the lunchroom, and he was willing to help me. He asked me if I liked basketball, and I told him that I loved basketball, but I sucked at playing it. And he told me that we'll talk to the basketball coach, and hopefully he can help me. He ended up working out because the coach ended up making me the basketball manager. I got along with all the girls and I loved cheering them and being in every single game. I can definitely say it was an amazing experience. Which I am not lying, it was. But you don't really have much space to write, so I didn't really put all the details, but I can explain to you guys. So basically, I used to live in New York and I moved to Pennsylvania. It was a new school. I didn't know anybody in that school. So I had 2 classes in the morning and 2 classes in the afternoon. So I had my two classes in the morning I was in a vocational school next to my high school. So I had 2 periods of nursing every morning. And then I would go to lunch. Then I would go to lunch. And then I will have chemistry, and then I will have gym. Pretty sure that's how it went. And so I guess for me to graduate, since it was my senior year, I needed certain credits, or I needed an amount of credits. I don't really know how the schools over here in PA work. It was different from New York. So I was like, all right, so how am I going to get these credits? So they gave me a paper, and it said all the things that I could do. But I don't think any of it interested me. So I was like, man, how am I going to do this? So, there was this guy, he was really nice, and he worked in the lunchroom and like walking around making sure no fights went out and all of that. And he said hello, are you new to that? We started talking or whatever, getting to know each other. And I told him, I guess, I don't know how the conversation started, I don't really remember much, but he ended up taking me to the basketball coach. And I was like, but I can't play or whatever. And he was like, it's okay. He'll like figure something out. This, and that. So I was like, okay. So he took me to the gym, and I spoke to the basketball. I spoke to the basketball manager. I told him. I told him that I didn't know how to play basketball. Yeah, I didn't know how to play basketball. I never played basketball the correct way, and I never played in a team or any of that. And he told me it's fine. And I don't remember, but somehow I ended up being the basketball manager. So basically, with the basketball manager, I basically, so when the girls had home games, I had to give them their water bottles, and I had to go to every game. I had to go to every away game, and it was really fun. But I was a senior, so I asked the coach. I was like, when I graduate, can I come back? He said no, because you won't be in the school. So that part kind of sucked. But it was cool. I went and I had fun. That last year of high school was very fun because of basketball. Like I was doing stuff that like um I liked, and when they was on one side of the court practicing and stuff before they actually started playing, I was on the other side like shooting hoops and stuff, and it was really really fun. So that was that. And then I did another one. Let me see. It was about my best friend right here. Oh, I did two other ones. The last one I did before this one was, who was your best friend and what did you do together? Did you stay friends into adulthood? If not, why? I said her name is Cladies. She didn't live in New York, but when she did come for the summertime, we did everything together. The two things we would always do is either she would come to my house or I'll go to her grandma's house, because she was literally my next door neighbor. And we will always go to the park across the street from my building and just walk, get ice cream, and talk. Yes, we are friends still to this day. She's literally more than my best friend. She's more like my sister now, which is definitely true. Like she doesn't live here. She lives in Florida, but we literally FaceTime every. Sorry about that. We live. Sorry, we literally FaceTime every single day. We put each other on with stuff, and it's an amazing bond. And then the first one that I ever did from this book was, what pets did you have in your household growing up? How big a part of your life they were? I said growing up I had 2 dogs, 2 birds, and a couple of fishes. The only one that was a big part of my life was one of the dogs. The dogs were named Clifford and Wakey. The birds were named after my sister and brother. Their names were Stocky and Fofi. One of the fishes' name was Victoria. We had to give Clifford away because he used to break everything and he would never learn. The birds, we gave them to my sister, but one day her granddaughter opened the cage and the birds flew away. The fish was named after my first boyfriend, Victor, but since the fish was a girl, I named her Victoria. The dog, Wakey, meant the world to me. He was my best friend and everything. I used to talk to him, and he was always there for me when I used to cry and feel lonely. When me and my parents or whatever, we used to get into arguments or whatever, and I would cry or whatever it would be, I would get screamed at. I would literally go to the hallway by the exit door, and I would sit there and cry, and he would come and he would like lick me, and like since I wasn't like paying attention because I was crying, he would go like he would start crying with me. Oh my god, that dog. But my mom, she suffered from heart issues, but before we knew that it was from heart issues, we thought it was her asthma. So they thought that the dog was giving her like making her asthma worse. So one day when I came from school, I was told that my dog was given away, and um because of that, and I live with anger, I guess, because that was like my best friend. Like, I love that dog to death and beyond. Like, that dog was my everything. And for me to just come home, like leave in the morning and see my dog and tell him I'll see you later after school, and then like come home from school and he's gone, like that was crazy. But that's what I came on here to tell you guys, that I don't know if me being on social media is going to be permanent or it's gonna be temporary. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be temporary, but I just need time to myself because I just feel like it's toxic. Like, I want to focus on myself. I want to focus on my relationship, and I just want to I want to lose weight. Like, I want to go back on Herbalife because I stopped being on Herbalife. And because when I was in Herbalife, I lost like 10 pounds around there. So I want to go back on Herbalife, lose weight, get my stuff together. And, I will always be in contact with you guys, because if you guys want to tell me anything or whatever the case is, you guys can always comment down below. The comments are always open. I always respond to my people, to my family, to my subscribers. So you always could comment down below and I will always answer you guys. So I know this is like a regular video. This is more like a, I don't know, venting video. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video. But I hope you guys understand and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, like, comment down below recommendations. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you don't have that notification bell on, hey, what are you waiting for? Turn that notification bell on so you get notified every single time I post videos, because I'm planning stuff out and I will be having very good videos coming out very soon. Okay guys, see you next video. God bless. Bye.